This is Adam with Cradle. I'm going to teach you how to build a new budget. You're simply going to log in. And if you don't know how to log in or don't know how to create an account, please see our previous videos. You're going to click New Budget. We're going to define what type of project we're doing. Is it a kitchen, a bathroom, a new home, or is it a remodel? That defines the calculator type that we're using. We're going to give the project a name, and we'll give the project an address. And we can put a description in here. This is to allow us a space to make sure that our clients feel heard. So whatever is important to them, we can put it in the description and memorialize it here in the use of this budgetary calculator. We'll click Save and Continue. And now we're going to start to go through a whole bunch of questions that we would either be answering on behalf of the customer before meeting with them or possibly sitting down with them and meeting and doing this in real time. So I normally start with just some general high-level questions. What's your price-quality mix? I often find myself educating customers where they'll claim that they have basic or pretty practical taste, but then they'll be showing me pictures with 12-foot ceilings or 14-foot ceilings and 10-foot doors and big opening doors and windows, and I have to educate them that those are luxury and ultra finishes. So think of it as good, better, best, and ultras, money's no object. We want to define what kind of demolition there is that needs to be done, what the condition of the lot is, about how many square feet we're building, how much of the site or yard in square footage is included in the project, how many square feet of covered patio or decking are we doing, and what's the primary top plate of the house. We can also determine if there are retaining wall needs or perimeter wall needs, and if so, we can list that by lineal square footage. How many garage bays are we building? How many garage doors and openers do we need? What size kitchen are we doing? And we have a little cheat sheet. Extra smalls are 12 lineal feet. Smalls are 16 lineal feet. Extra larges are 44 feet. Little secret, if people are using a single island, we typically select large at 32 lineal feet. What are we using from a good, better, best perspective for appliances? What about for the overall kitchen? What are we doing with the pantry? And are we doing a butler's pantry or a messy kitchen? And if so, what are we doing with respect to cabinets, plumbing and appliances? We're not getting super specific. This is not an estimate. We don't have a set of plans yet. But what we are trying to do is create budgetary categories based on what it is that the customer is telling us that they want or need in the home. Do they wine and bar needs? Are there going to be basement needs? How many primary baths, full baths, half baths? What are the laundry needs? Do they need laundry appliances? How many bedrooms? What are we doing in the primary bathroom for closets? What are we doing in the rest of the house? How many fireplaces? What are the AV and home automation needs? What kind of systems are we working with? Is there gas needed? Do we need fire suppression? What's the price quality mix on exterior doors and windows? How about exterior cladding? How many different types are we using? What percentage is getting each type? What type of roofing is going to be the primary roofing? Insulation needs? What type of insulation are we doing? Do we have any cut fill, dirt that needs to be imported or exported? Do we need over excavation budget? What are the ceiling carpentry needs? Maybe we want to add T&G to approximately 10% of the house. Same thing with wall treatments. Services. If you've ever had somebody show up and they've met with an architect and an engineer, but they don't have interior design done, or they don't have all the engineering complete, this is a good opportunity to educate customers as a builder and share with them all the different services that go into pre-construction to make sure that you've got a complete plan set and are prepared for success. And then there's always the question of what are we doing to the outdoors? What's the price quality mix on the outside of the house? What do we need from an outdoor kitchen standpoint? How about pools? How about spas? How about driveways and walkways? How about hardscaping needs and landscaping needs and things of that nature? And after we make all these different selections, you get to explain to them how you make your money. I suggest that we put a 3% contingency in there. We think a project like this is going to take about a year. Our general contracting fee is 20%. We work on a fixed bid or on a cost plus basis. We have a blended tax rate where I live 6%. And when we click Save and Continue, it's going to give you a realistic budget of what this is going to cost. And that budget may be scary for your customer, but we cannot make concrete cost less. We can't make lumber cost less. And so this gives us an opportunity to have realistic conversations about how scope and budget align in a single meeting. This is designed to be a time saver for builders so that you have the ability to determine who your customers are right then and there without allocating a massive number of hours to find out that they either don't have the budget or the appetite to make this work. So hopefully that's been helpful. You have the ability to override any number in here. So if you want to put a bigger landscaping budget in here, you can. If you want to see how we did the math in order to be able to reach these budgetary categories, you have the ability to make an adjustment. And you can see that there's an expected unit cost and there's a rationalization. So for example, on-site project management at $250 a week times 52 weeks. Dumpsters at $575 monthly. Fencing and sanitation, $175 weekly. So you have the ability to update these unit costs as needed. Once you hit Save and Continue, you have the ability to invite your customer to that if you'd like. You can also skip. Now we're going to look at our fully loaded budget. And we have a memorialization of not just the budget, but the way the questions were answered at the time that derived that budget. We can then download it as a PDF. It'll grab whatever icon or logo you've uploaded through your profile settings. And you can now see that we have a memorialization with our logo and our address and the name of the project. We have all of our budget categories. And we also have the answers to all of the questions. And lastly, you have the ability to also export as an Excel spreadsheet and put it on your own paper if that's your desire. And now in the dashboard, we can see that we have a single project and that it's currently in the status of lead. And when ready, we can change it to a project. And if it doesn't close, we can change it to archived. So hopefully that helps you understand how the calculator works. If you have any questions, email us at hello@cradle.com. Thank you.